Alrighty, everybody. The 9.15b patch notes are out, and we're doing a rundown today. So let's get into it. So, hey tacticians, welcome to the Teamfight Tactics patch notes. This week we're making light changes to some outlier champions and items. We want to see how the meta naturally changes over the course of 2 weeks with minimal input on our end. We're pretty happy with the state of the meta at the moment, as we're seeing different compositions compete at all levels of the game. Some of the highlights, Karthus and Kayle are losing some power as they're just too strong. And we're also upping the damage of Runanns Hurricane and a few other items to give more choice in that department. Now let's get into it. Champions. Blitzcrank fixed a bug so that other allies properly prioritize the target of Blitzcrank's ability again. So this one is interesting because it felt like they had the same thing that GA does, where they disengage and nothing is attacking that target, so they're just in the backline wreaking havoc. So this is nice, a nice Blitzcrank buff, if you will. Elise is pretty bad right now. She really needed this buff. 10 AD on Spiderling and 5 AD on Elise. So, not a big deal. I mean, a level 3 Elise has 4 Spiderlings. So that's an extra 40 damage. It's not that good. Still think, I mean, it's a nice buff for the demon comps, but that's it. Karthus, on to Karthus. Nerfs for Karthus. Ability damage down by 50, 100, and 150. Okay. Ability targets. 2 less at level 2. And 4 less at level 3. 3-star. I mean, you never 3-star Karthus, so that one doesn't matter. You sometimes 2-star Karthus. So 2 less targets is pretty big, because by the time you're getting a 2-star Karthus, that you're gonna be around, everyone's gonna be around 9 units, maybe 8, maybe 7. Who knows? It's not that big of a deal though. He's still gonna be a good champ, especially since Phantom is insane late game. So you're gonna take 1 out anyway. So yeah, still good. Kayle nerf. Don't know why they're doing this, to be honest. Why even have a 5-cost unit if they're not gonna be strong? They should definitely be stronger than a 4-cost, a 3-cost, a 2-cost, and a 1-cost. They should definitely be strong. So the fact that they don't think, I mean, she's still strong. Her ability is naturally strong, so maybe that's what they're thinking. But I actually haven't seen many Kayles lately, so this kind of seems weird to me. Pike's stun duration is nerfed. Huh. That's pretty big for Assassin Brawler comps, because you wanted the Pike for the CC. But it's only 0.5 off of every level, so we'll see. It could be good, or it could be bad, but it could also just not matter at all. I mean, if he's getting multiple stuns off, it doesn't really matter at all. Rengar attack speed on his ability is nerfed by, I'd say, quite a bit. But if you have, so you're gonna need like a Ahri in there now, because the wild buff will make this negligible. Twisted Fate is getting a buff, 10 AD and 50 health. That's a nice buff. He was very bad, and they should have buffed him a long time ago, since they just released him. That's how they do things. So, yeah. It's a nice buff for him. Maybe it will be good into Sorcerer comps now. Vagar damage buff. I don't think this really matters because the level 1 isn't buffed. So that doesn't matter. And at level 2, I guess if you hit a 2-star, it's going to do 50 extra damage. And 100 extra damage if you hit a 3-star at 3 stars. Overall, I don't think it matters. Vagar's specialty is against a lower star units than him, which he one-shots anyways, so. On to the items. Okay, Guardian Angel nerf. We all saw this coming. I don't think 200 health is gonna do it. I think you should still build GA. It's just so good at disengaging for your hyper carry and giving you additional ults. I mean, 200 health, I'd say this doesn't do anything. You should still build it. Quinsu's Rageblade buff by 1%. Now, that is interesting because Quinsu's kind of fell out of the meta. It was really meta when the game first came out and they nerfed it to 3%. Now it's all the way up to 5%. So this could bring it back on some characters like Volibear, maybe even Cho'Gath. Building mana, this is insane for building mana, obviously, because you get more autos off. On to the Morello's nerf by 5%. I'm pretty sure they just buffed it. So now they're gonna nerf it. They buffed it twice in a row, I'm pretty sure, and now they're nerfing it once. It's very interesting to me. Seems like they don't know what they want here, but they definitely want lifestealers to be more prominent, because that's what this means. Phantom Dancer now allows the holder to dodge critical strikes from abilities. Ooh, Akali nerfed again. So, yeah, that's pretty much just Akali. Other crit abilities. Rengar, maybe? I guess all assassins probably get nerfed by this. Not all of them, but most of them. Runanns Hurricane is buffed. I think this is going to be big. That is a huge buff, 50% damage on a Draven auto. So if your Draven is hitting like 600 damage, say, your Runanns Hurricane is going to be hitting a lot. Probably like 400, I think it is. 400 damage on another unit, like, that's pretty big. I would say that's pretty big on every auto. So yeah, I'm gonna try this out in my games. We'll see how it is, and we'll determine it from there. Static Shiv, fix an issue where it would deal more damage than intended when less than 4 targets were available. So bug fix, but it does decrease the damage overall for Static Shiv. Sword of the Divine buff. Still a dog item. I don't really like this item at all. Who knows, this might do actually something though. 7% chance per auto? And it stacks, I think? Or maybe it doesn't stack. And it's just 7% per auto. I think that's what it is actually. And that is it, besides this bug fix where delayed players until getting into the carousel round. And it was fixed last week, yeah. So it doesn't matter. Really small patch. Brawlers weren't nerfed. Not that they should be, but they are strong. They even look kind of buffed them here. But Sorks were buffed, except Karthus. But this doesn't even matter if you have a Mord or a Kindred along with the Karthus. So yeah, just a small patch. Hope you guys enjoyed this rundown. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. See ya.